Okay, this is the video for Shire. I don't know. I can't say your name. Sorry. This is the Trust Again Pet Shelter, and I guess I'm making a video for you for your project. Let's first start off with the dogs. This is my one actually. Izzy. If you look at my dog Izzy, she's got white around her nose and face, so you'd guess she's old. But a matter of fact, she's not. She's just about a year old. Now the true way to tell the dog, there's Phil, another little dog. The true way to tell how old a dog is by their teeth. Now this guy here, let me see his teeth. He's got small and white teeth, which means he's young. If they are nasty looking, or they look kind of scraggly and they're yellow, it means he's old. If they're just barely yellow and look neat, then he's middle aged. And if they're straight and white and look good, then they're young. Let's see. Oh dear, what was that? Dogs are very vocal, as you can hear my little Izzy there. She's extremely vocal. Dogs have different sort of noises to determine, when something's wrong. It's their way of talking. And as I told you on the post, the scientific name for them is canine lupus. I think I don't know how to really say that. And as you can see, we got a lot of cats. So also, as when you get a dog that's a puppy, if you want to determine how large he's going to be or how small they're going to be, look at the paws. The paws will always determine how large a dog is going to be. If they're small and little, like Mr. Phil, I'm not going to be able to show you Phil's paws because he's moving. They're small and little, then they're going to be small dogs. If they're big and wide and flat, then they're going to be large dogs. I do have large dogs here, but I'm not wearing any shoes, so I can't go down there. Let's see here. Brain fart. It's been a crazy morning. I'm not being very helpful right now, am I? Also, you can tell how well treated a dog is by their fur. But as you can see with wire hair, they're supposed to be glossy and that, but with wire hair terriers, you can see she's not too glossy because she's a wire hair terrier. Wire hair terriers are kind of impossible to get glossy. And all three of them are actually wire hair terriers. So it's going to be pretty impossible to make them glossy, but she's fat, as you can see, and she's well distributed in weight. If I can get her to stand up. Come on! Up! Up! She's going to be lazy. As you can see, she's nicely well-rounded, so she's a good-sized dog. You've got a lot of different breeds of White Hair Terrier, actually, which is insane, because most people think that White Hair Terriers are just the single breed. As you can see, Izzy over here is a short White Hair Terrier. Right now, actually, she's medium. She's about medium length, because I can put my finger under her fur and, all that. So she's a medium-haired. Mr. Phil is also a medium-haired, because he's kind of long-furred. Now, Miss Daisy over here, she's a long-haired terrier. She's also a Griffin terrier because of the face. I'm gonna look at me. Come here. What are you eating? Well, she's eating something, so she's not gonna look at me very much. But she's a Griffin terrier because of the face. Phil is a Chiweenie. He is a Dachshund, a Chihuahua, and a wire terrier. So I think that's a wire Chiweenie. Not really quite sure. Most little dogs, as small as they are, need more space. So as you can see, got a lot of space for these little dogs. Bigger dogs don't normally need a lot more space because they're bigger. Well, they need a lot of space because they're big, but bigger dogs have less energy than smaller dogs. So my dogs have an enclosure down in the back when they're large. So yes. Many other different breeds of dogs. I mean, I can't exactly go through and tell you the breeds because there's too many. But we also have a pig here, but he's a wild pig, and I mean, he's a pet. But the breed he's wild, he's a Razorback, and no matter how long he's been here, the dogs still hate him because dogs they're very territorial, but also because they can smell that even though he's been with people, he's been a pet since a piglet. So even though he's lived here for quite a while and been a pet, dogs don't like him because he still smells wild. Dogs can normally smell things from a good couple miles away. Possibly the farthest I've noticed a dog smelling something is probably about 3 miles away. unless it's a dead animal, something that's rotting away, then they can smell that about 15 miles away. Dogs, most people think dogs are stupid, but dogs are actually a very smart animal, mainly because they can recognize the name you give them. Most people think, yeah, dogs can't understand English, but they can. And also, we've had a couple dogs here that they don't understand English because the family they came from were Mexican, or they spoke a different language. We've even had we have a French cat here. Good enough, my mom knows French, so she talks to him. But most dogs do learn languages. You can teach a dog a different language. Say, with you being German, as you say, and I know there's a German language. If you got a dog and you spoke, if you just talked straight out German with it, gave it a German name, or its name in German was whatever, German, just German, straight out German, that dog won't understand English. He'll only understand German. So, and if an English person like myself came and tried to talk to your dog, they wouldn't understand me. They'd look at me like like I was retarded. So yeah, here I've covered that dogs are just like people. They're just like people. They learn languages. They have feelings, such as one dog he was rejected by his mother, and he spent 5 hours crying under a blanket because of it. And we thought when he was born, his mother bit him and threw him away. So we thought maybe it was just a slight accident, but she got scared because it was her very first litter. So 5 hours later, we cleaned him up and everything, and we gave him back to her, only to see her trying to kill him again. So of course, we had to grab the mom and take her away from the pup. And again, he spent another 5 hours crying under a blanket before we could console him. So before we could make him feel better. So dogs do have very strong feelings, same as people. They learn different languages. They understand different languages. Covered how you can tell how big they're going to be by their paws, how old they are by their teeth. Let's see here. Oh yeah, and also some dogs are vegetarians. Some dogs just won't eat meat. Nobody can really understand why, because most people think, give a dog meat and, he'll be happy. Some dogs won't. Some dogs will look at you like I'm a vegetarian, bro. So, yeah. And here's a fact most people don't know. In the wild, a wild dog is more likely to eat fish than a wild cat. So, that's also something that would probably interest your teacher, was that in the wild, a wild cat would be more likely to eat, things like rabbits and that they say, like the dogs, like what they say wild dogs eat are like rabbits and deer and all that. Well, that's more likely to be a cat. A dog is more likely to eat fish. So, yeah. And also, that's a good thing if you feed your dog. If you ever get a dog, feed your dog. Don't do it all the time, but feed your dog fish every now and then, and it'll keep their fur glossy because of the oils in this fish's skin and everything. And here comes the pig. But yeah, I'm tired right now, so I don't know. I'm not thinking very well. If this doesn't help, just tell me, and I'll make another video. More likely to be with my mother, who knows a little more than I do. So there's the pig. But the dogs are. Hang on a minute. Daisy, Izzy, Phil. There's Daisy. Here's Phil, and there's Izzy. Okay, they're all here. So yeah, guess I'll send this to you then, and so let me know if this helps at all. And if you can't hear me, I'll have to enhance the audio on my laptop, which is really gonna suck. My iPad's being stupid right now. So yeah, hope this helps, and hope your report goes well. And this is probably not a very good video. I might have to edit some of the ums and uhs out of it. So yeah, Izzy, back it up. He's a pig. Ain't gonna kill you. She doesn't like pigs. Anyway, this is also just part of me. Oof, this is what I do. As you can see, this is one rescue dog. She was found. She's putting her head in my lap. She was found wandering the streets completely by herself. And this is when I worked at the vet's office, so she's used to being with me. Aren't you, Izzy? But I don't know where. Phil, Dizzy, come here, you two. Yeah. There's Daisy. Me and when we first saw her, me and a friend were at school, and as a tiny puppy, she came into the schoolyard, and she was wearing a collar, so we called the number on the collar, and the people said they didn't want her anymore, and the school was going to call the pound on her. So she was depressed for quite a while because she missed her mom and dad, but they didn't want her anymore. So she came here, got adopted, and then the people moved and left her behind. No one told her she was there until 4 days later. So yeah. I have to figure out what Phil's disappeared to. Phil. Phil. Where did that tiny dog go off to? Okay, Phil's run off now. Phil? Huh. Where is Phil wandered to? Oh, no. I thought I was walking. Anyway, this is my little video on dogs. Also, dogs are said to be some of the most loyal breeds, and that's kind of true. Some dogs are able, if you train a dog well enough and keep them by you all the time, sooner or later they won't have to walk on a leash. So, and I guess that's about it. That's all I can think of right about now. Oh, Izzy, stop it. The pig's over there. But as you can see, I'm tired. But yeah, this is my short video on dogs, and there's my two girls. This big old girl's crazy. Anyway, hope this helps. If it doesn't, let me know, and I'll recreate another one. All right. Bye. Oh, Izzy, stop it.